Thunder on second. I came here to win, yeah. It's go time now. Whip your wheel real tight. We ain't Nascar nice. It's a dirt track fight. You wanna make a name. You wanna go far. You gotta outrun the best of Team VLR, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to UltimateDirtTV live from virtual Knoxville Raceway for the Schaefer's Oil 14th Annual Spring Fling, brought to you by VLR. This is a test and tune, and we talked about it last night. There is qualifying. Evan C. again. Quick time once more. Logan Rumsey, Blake Majulis, Kendall Tucker, and Hayden Cardwell. That is your top five. I am joined with Dominique Foster, Brett Wheeler in the producer's chair, and Dom. It's already time for some heat racing here at Knoxville.
Yeah, Alex, we're definitely back again. But here's your heat race lineup for heat race number one. On the inside, he was quick last night, Alex. He's quick again tonight. It's your top qualifier for Team VLR, the 27th of Evan C. To his outside, the 46 for D1RT Racing, John Rosario Jr.
Row number two on the inside for Team VLR, it is Ryan Underwood. And to the outside, the 144 of Brent New.
And riding out your third row, it's Austin Hunter on the inside. To his outside, another Austin for Cincy Speedy 87 of Austin Matthews.
EJ Duval for Team Outlaw Motorsports will start in the 7th spot. And to the outside, it is Ryder Cantillo in the 13.
And row number 5 for Drew Hopkins Racing. So 157, Drew Hopkins himself. To his outside, the 35 of Chance Carr.
So again, Dom. Another stacked crowd. You see Evan C. starting on the pole, setting quick time once more. And if it's anything like the racing we had last night at Eldora, we're in for a phenomenal action-packed night here at Knoxville.
Yeah, definitely, Alex. This Hopefully we don't have the drama we had last night, Eldora, but I don't know if my heart can take another race just like last night.
You saw photo finishes, heat races, consolations. All of them were close races. A lot of new faces coming out for this race here at Knoxville. And again, Spring Fling coming up April 28th and April 29th. The Schaefer's Oil 14th Annual Spring Fling. That is coming up. There is your lat. April 22nd will come up. $15 to entry. That is 8 p.m. Eastern Time. $600, and you will tail the tag of the LCQ, the last chance qualifier, if you win that race. And again, Dom, $600 also on the line. So you get into the Spring Fling in that LCQ, and you get $600 richer.
Yeah, definitely a good one there. But here you see Evan C. Take us to the green flag one more time. We've seen this so much, Alex. Take us to the green, but look at the start that Underwood had. Goes up to second spot, slides up in front of Ruggiero. There you see Brent New, Austin Hunter battling for the fourth spot. But we're single file here as it looks like the bottom side is going to be the way to go.
Caution flag already waving here in heat race number 1. It looks like there's some problems there for the 32 of William Duval. Here is your start. Let's see what happened here, that 32 machine. Ball goes to the inside, slides up, and oh.
And Alex, you talked about it last night. We saw it a couple of times. You fight it being tight or you fight it being loose. Looks like BJ fought it being a bit tight there. He just went straight up the track, and there's nothing you can do.
Another thing, we saw it a lot last night. When these things hit the slick, you see him hit that bottom slick there, and it pushes like a dump truck lately if you cannot control these things. And it just pushed up, and tough break for the 32 of William Duval. But you will see him later on in one of those 3, I think, scheduled LCQs coming up later on tonight. But talk about that start for Evan C. The man looks like another man on a mission here tonight. He was running well, just couldn't get the feature win last night at Eldora, and he went quick time last night. He won his heat race. He's looking to do it again tonight.
Yeah, definitely, Alex. And if there's a time you want to build up momentum, these tests and tunes are the time to do it. You guys must feel good, going in. We don't know the track just yet. But every track so far, he has been the dominant driver each and every time out.
No, VLR is one of those dominant teams to beat in the Spring Fling. And Evan C., Ryan Underwood, those 2 VLR teammates starting on that inside once more. And we saw Evan C. get the good jump. Underwood was right behind him with a good jump. So both of them got to get another start here again. C has the advantage. He gets to set the tone. Underwood, though, he's on that bubble spot in the 3 as he has Brent New to that outside.
Yeah, definitely there, Alex. But take a look in the back there. Drew Hopkins, he's a Pro Series driver, former driver there. He knows what has to be done, especially in Knoxville. He looks strong in the Pro Series. But Ryan Underwood gets a great start again there. Rogerio's looking to the inside, though, sticking the nose in right at the door. Hops the berm just a little bit. Gets a bump from behind, but looks like everyone's going to keep it going, keep it straight, but that could cost Ruggiero a transfer spot.
It might cost a few people there, as you see. Now we have a battle. Brent New's in the transfer spot right now. Austin Hunter, Austin Matthews, and John Ruggiero Jr. They're still right behind him there as Brent New holds on to the 3rd spot, but with all that mix-up, Ryan Underwood, Evan C., they have the advantage. They have got a good margin of leads in front of New and Hunter, as you see Hunter trying to go to that inside.
Yeah, Hunter wants to take that final transfer spot. It's Alex, we just saw it last time as well, too. Evan C. looked dominant, but that final transfer spot is not the spot you want to be. You must hold off a hornet's nest. Brent New has to deal with Austin Hunter, Austin Matthews, and Ruggiero all coming hot on his heels.
Ruggiero Jr., you saw him. He took an upset last night and won a heat race. He's one to keep your eye on here, but now he's on the outside looking in with Austin Matthews and Austin Hunter as Brent New has Austin Hunter still right on the back of him there as Hunter looks to be gaining speed on that 144 machine. Can Brent New hold him off for 3 more laps to get into the feature event?
Alex, you talked about Brent New under fire from Austin Hunter. Austin Hunter's been 1/10 of a second quicker each lap. You see that gap closing in, but he's had a toe strap hooked up to Austin Matthews coming right there. We got 2 laps left to go. Brent New found some speed, gets out of the corner better, puts some distance between him and Austin Hunter.
Brett New right now just has to hold on as Evan C. has taken the white flag here. Ryan Underwood still right behind him. Those two are safely secured right now as they got that margin between them and Brett New as Evan C. goes down the back straightaway into 3 and 4 for the final time. And it looks like VLR going to start off on a strong foot here as the 33, Evan C. takes the checkered flag and wins heat race number 1. Ryan Underwood and Brett New going to join him in the feature event.
Yeah, Alex, another dominant showing for Evan there, but he not only quick time won his heat, but he won it in commanding fashion, never in doubt the entire time. As you're going to see our official heat race results on the board. Evan C., Ryan Underwood, Brett New, as you said, all going to the feature. Austin Hunter, Austin Matthews, Rogerio, Hopkins, Cantillo, Carr, and BJ Duval. We will see you in the alphabet soup later on tonight.
And here we go, heat race number 2, and on the pole for Slick Sim Sports, that 41 machine, it is Logan Rumsey into the outside. Daniel Powell will start in that 32 machine.
And starting third, it's the 7 of Sheldon Oberle to his outside for Dirt Track Junkies, the 51 of Jacob Lassiter.
Cole Cabry for D1RT Racing in the 14. He will start 5th, and to the outside, 100% Racing, the 45, it's Hagen Sorensen.
And starting in 7th for Drew Hopkins Racing is the 5 of Derek Kellner to his outside. It's teammate, the 12 of Ethan Toder.
Gregory Rory in the 16. He will start in the 9th spot, and rounding out the field, starting 10th, the 29, it is R.J. Kent.
And Alex, we saw this last night. Logan Rumsey right there again, starting up front. Hopefully, had a bit of an issue in the heat races last night. Had to come through. Made it through the final show, though. But what a spot he is in again. Ready and waiting to go. Hopefully be just as dominant as Evan C. was.
As you know, we saw it multiple times last night. When you set the tone on the start, you got to get it good, or you will have these guys right on your back bumper, and you cannot afford to make mistakes then. But watch out. You have Hagen Sorensen, Cole Cabry, Ethan Toder. Those 3 guys on the outside looking in the starting spot here. Those 3 young guns are ready to come after one of those 3 transfer spots tonight.
They definitely are. And Logan Rumsey is going to take us to the green flag. He is sitting there waiting. Once the redemption from the heat race last night, pace truck pulls off. Rumsey's on the loud pedal. Take us to the green flag.
Rumsey takes us to that green flag, and you see the battle for second already on as Oberle there tries to go to the inside. A little contact between him and Powell. That opens the door for Cabry and Sorensen. They move into 3 and 4 as both of them trying to fight now for that transfer spot. Cabry has him right now, but Sorensen still on the inside there trying to get a run as they go into 1 and 2.
Cabry and Sorensen battling for that final transfer spot, but Sheldon Oberle trying to hold on to second. The last thing you want to do is go from 2nd to 4th with these 2 hard chargers behind you. Toder, though, trying to close in the gap as well, too. But Sorensen hot on the tails of Cabry. Cabry hot on the tails of Oberle with 3 laps completed.
See, here we go now. Cabry tries to make a move on Sheldon Oberle there. Oberle holds on to that 2nd spot right now. But Cole Cabry goes to the inside once more. He's in that middle side, slides up. Oh, a little contact there. That opens the door. There goes the 45, Sorensen. Sorensen now takes over the 3rd spot. Cabry takes over 2nd.
And Alex, that's exactly what we said was the last thing Oberle wanted to see happen. Now he's under fire from Ethan Toder. Toder going to go on the inside, throw the short slide job on him, take that 4th spot away. Now he has a sight set on Sorensen. But Oberle says, hold on a second, Ethan, I'm right here behind you. I'm taking the spot back to slide job.
And now these 2 are fighting, and this right now isn't for a transfer spot, but this will start you a few rows further up in one of those LCQs coming up later on tonight if you cannot get in a transfer spot. But you see Hagen Sorensen, Cole Cabry, those 2 battling for the 2nd spot, Oberle Toder. They're battling, as you see now, Oberle slide job as the exit of turn number 1 and 2. Ethan Toder has him by a nose.
Toder has him by a nose, and there you see Sorensen falling back from Cabry. But Alex, we saw it last night. All it takes is 1 mistake, and 2 cars can go by you like it's nothing. And Oberle had that happen to him. He's now back 3 spots from where he was. But Toder, though, pulling into Sorensen. He's got 2 laps left to get it done. Can he do it?
And now You see Logan Rumsey, he's starting to pull away. He said, sayonara, boys, with the white flag in the air. The 41 looking to join Evans as a heat race winner here tonight. And Logan Rumsey through 1 and 2 down the back straightaway for the final time. The 41 of Slick Sim Sports. Logan Rumsey is going to win heat race number 2. Cole Cabrian second. Hagen Sorensen, he's going to hold on to that final transfer spot.
You see Ethan Toder made a strong run but couldn't get up there. Oberle, Powell, Lassiter, Keltner, Rory, and Kent. We will see you guys in the alphabet later tonight.
So there wraps up heat race number 2. Heat race number 3. There's your official results. Rumsey, Cabry, and Sorensen to the show. Heat race number 3, and starting on the pole, he was your winner last night at the Test and Tune at Eldora D1RT Racing 127. Mr. Moneybags, Blake Majulis to the outside, Team VLR 37 of Randall Carter.
And starting third for Rocket Racing, it is the 48 of Dylan Yeager to his outside, the 101 of Brent Evans.
Bobby Mattingly in the 3, he will start on the inside of row number 3 to the outside in the 2, it's Jesse Wall.
Starting 7th for D1RT Racing, it's the 49 of Trevor Fitz to his outside. We saw a strong run from him last night, the 50 of Felix Roy.
Jarrett Jones in that 30 machine from Florida. He will start 9th and outside. Rounding out the field here, the 97. You saw him put an impressive run together. It's Rocky Battenfield.
Alex, 2 drivers had very strong runs. Rocky Battenfield, though, in the same spot basically he was last night. Came up quite a few spots throughout the entire race. Barely missed that show, but here he is starting dead last again. But man, oh man, if anyone can make it up the field, Rocky can. We saw it last night. Can he do it tonight?
And you see a lot of talented drivers starting in the back here tonight. Is it something to do with that new tire model? Is it something to do with how the tackiness of the track is? You heard Davin Cardwell talk in the pits earlier. He said the tackiness is tough to do with these cars. But Blake Majulis, he showed it last night when he went and set second quick. Now he sets third quick tonight, starts on the pole. Battenfield and Felix Roy, those two had phenomenal runs, almost making the show. Can't watch those two try and bob and weave through this field to make it here tonight.
Yeah, there's definitely someone you don't want to count out. It's them. But that top 3, the top 4 is going to be hard to get past. Randall Carter, Blake Majulis, Brent Evans, Dylan Yeager. One of those drivers will not make the show, but here we go. Majulis takes us to the green flag with a great start.
Blake Majulis on the loud pedal on the bottom side. That's a questionable move here for the 127. I think he just wanted to test it out, see what there is. He's going to go there again in 3 and 4. You see Carter behind him there. Those two are separated very narrowly. You have Dylan Yeager in the 48. He is on a little island of his own here since the start of it with Jesse Wall, Brent Evans. Those two behind him here. And there you see the whole Hornet's Nest behind them as well. Everyone battling for a better starting spot in one of those LCQs.
Yeah, definitely battling there, but what you didn't see, Randall Carter took the lead from Blake Majulis. Dylan Yeager looking to Majulis, going to try a slide job back up, gets in the back, a little bit of contact as we saw there, but that puts Brent Evans up in that transfer spot, coming through. Felix Roy already up to 5th, looking and coming in strong.
And you see Brent Evans, he takes over that 3rd and final transfer spot with Dylan Yeager on the outside looking in right now. And he might have some company because Jesse Wall, Felix Roy, those two moving up through the field, trying to get on that outside, that final spot to have a chance at striking on the 101 of Brent Evans. But Blake Majulis, he took that lead back after that slider on Carter, and he is looking comfortable now on the top side. He was on the bottom side, now he's going to the top. He's had some speed. Randall Carter is right there with him.
But there you see Brent Carter a 1/10 of a second quicker than Blake Majulis. Showing it there, pulling up behind. He's running a slightly lower line than Majulis. He's going to look to a slide job this time by, though. Majulis gets slid, turns underneath Carter. Now it's a drag race down the back stretch. Majulis going to take the lead there coming out. Throw a mini slide job on Carter. Carter's going to look to turn underneath again as well. We have another drag race there. Alex, we got 3 laps left.
Who to go here? Randall Carter, Blake Majulis. Slide job by Carter now as a battle for the lead. Look at Brent Evans. He's looking to strike here and win this heat race, but he is going to wait his time wisely here. He doesn't want to get in this mess up here as Majulis, Carter, those two going at it. White flag in the air. Majulis has him at the line, but watch Carter try and make a move. Majulis going to block the slider, run a little bit of a slider line himself. The 37 of Carter going to try and sneak to the inside here one final time. He's going to go to the bottom. He's going to hold the bottom. Gets in the slick. The 101 now he's gaining on him. But D1RT, Blake Majulis, VLR, Randall Carter. It's going to be Majulis at the line. Randall Carter second. Brent Evans in third.
And Alex, we are starting to see the drama here. The track's starting to slick a bit, and the drama is starting to come hot and heavy. Blake Majulis, Randall Carter, Brent Evans. What a run. Dylan Yeager, Jesse Wall, Felix Roy, Trevor Fitz, Bobby Matley, Jarrett Jones, and Rocky Battenfield. We will see you in the alphabet soup.
So here we go. Heat race number 4. And starting on the pole, Swindell Speed Labs, the 00. It's Kendall Tucker to the outside, the 38 of Austin Carr.
And starting third, it's the 91 of Tanner Tomasi to his outside for Cincy Speed, the 1 of Shane James.
Starting inside of row number 3 for Davin Cardwell Racing. It's the 70 of Davin Cardwell to the outside. Rocket Racing own. It's the 33 of Richard Murtaugh Jr.
And starting in 7th, it's the 40 of Hunter Heck to the outside. You've seen him before, the Drew Hopkins Racing 116 of Chase Hardy.
Joseph Childs, he will start in the 9th spot in that 47. And to the outside, Brandon Marlowe in the 34.
And Alex, we were talking about packed heat races, good drivers starting back. Take a look there. Cardwell on the outside looking in. Murtaugh Jr. also right there. Chase Hardy, Brandon Marlowe, all these drivers on the outside, and that front row is stacked and stacked can be.
And here's the thing. 3 heat races so far. 3 different teams have won it, with C for VLR, Rumsey for Slick, and Majulis for D1RT. Swindell Speed Lab starting on the front row for this one. Can he take a win for Swindell and put himself in the feature, or can that 32 machine for D1RT put himself and win another heat race for that D1RT team?
Alex, we saw last night Kendall Tucker going to the bottom side of his heat races, and it actually cost him. He hit the inside wall at Eldora. You know, not us punishing tonight with that burn, but it can slow you down and drop you back a couple spots if you're too low.
Yeah, Kendall Tucker made a costly blow, but you saw him in the feature event trying redemption with it. He almost got it there, but now, can he get the big redemption here with a heat race win? We'll find out. Green flag is out. Heat race number 4 underway. Tucker goes right in front of Carr there as he has the lead going into 1 and 2. We're 3 wide there for the 3rd spot. James, Murtaugh, Tomasi, all going at it for the 3rd spot already. James has him down the back straightaway. Here we go into 3 and 4. Austin Carr right now trying to make a run, and caution flag in the air.
And man, oh man, it looks like Richard Murtaugh Jr. Something happened to his car there, but Alex, take a look at this UltimateDirtTV instant replay to have another look, and there you see tight racing 3 wide, gets a little bit loose into the wall, and that was all she wrote.
Richard Murtaugh having some problems there tonight. Has a lot of broken stuff on that car, as now he's got to make some good repairs, maybe some setup changes now, and hopefully we'll see him back for one of those LCQs. But now it changes it here because Chase Hardy, Davin Cardwell, they move up a spot with Murtaugh going out. Tomasi, he's in that final transfer spot right now, but James, Cardwell, and Hardy going to be terrifying. You see it there, the world-famous dingus. I hear our cohorts of Jerry Vansickle and Sean Neistat. They're there tonight, and there's the Rib Shack. Actually, Sean's at the Rib Shack tonight. They're supposed to be bringing us food, but I still don't see it.
Yeah, I think that's right from our producer there, BJ Duvall, in the Knoxville Medical Clinic. But Alex, I hope that Richard Murtaugh brought the backup car, because I don't think he'll be able to fix that in time for this B main later tonight.
You never know here. Anything is possible, especially at Knoxville. But Kendall Tucker, can he pull the upset here? Because, you know, Austin Carr looked a lot quicker than that 00, but we have a few laps in the book. Who's going to take that third and final transfer spot? Tomasi, James, Cardwell. You even have Chase Hardy back there. A lot of guys, one transfer spot. Who is going to take it when we go back to the green flag?
And Alex Tomasi had a bit of an issue with the start there. He fell back all the way to 6th, but that restart's going to help him out, putting him back in that third spot. Hopefully he can get it figured out there. Kendall Tucker, though, what a start. He gets Austin Carr hot on his trails. They see Kendall Tucker, though, running that bottom side again. Carr, though, gets a run off the top. Shane James up into that final transfer spot. He passes Tomasi on the outside.
Yes, Shane James now, he takes that third spot back. You see them battling back there. It looks like Hardy had some contact. Now he's battling with his former teammate of Davin Cardwell. Those two side-by-side battling it out. Shane James, he is comfortable in that third spot as you see the top three starting to make some distance between them and the rest of the pack.
And Alex, we saw a strong run from Shane James last night. He's looking to continue here. Fully pulled away from Tomasi in 4th. Now trying to run down Austin Carr. Shane James, though, running just about the exact same lap times as Tucker and Carr as they're going single file here. But we are two wide here. Tomasi, Heck, both battling for 4th, one less spot to go through the beat.
A lot of these cars battling you see at Knoxville, especially. There is a lot of wideness in those turns that these guys can go 2, 3, 4 wide. We've even seen them 5 wide, and with these drivers, they can make it stick 5 wide. But everyone is battling for a valuable starting spot in one of those LCQs. Tucker, though, he said, forget that. I'm trying to make the feature event here with a win. But he has Austin Carr right behind him there. Shane James not far back, but that battle for the lead looks like it is getting ready to heat up.
Yeah, Alex Carr was 2/10 quicker there when he was looking to the inside of Tucker. Tucker looks like, though, he's got something back for him, though. Running out bomb side again, just over the lip of the berm. Tucker a little bit quicker than Carr there, but Carr gets a run coming off the top side. That bottom side may be hurting Kendall Tucker right now, but Austin Carr trying to reel him in. We are taking the white flag this time by, and the yellow flag is out. Alex, we are going to have your favorite finish.
Green, white, checkered. We saw a few of them last night, and you remember what happened as we look at the Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. You remember what happened last night, everything. The dogfight began even more than the drama was. You see there's Chase Hardy trying to make a 2-for-1 slider there. Well, for Chase Hardy there, that Newton Cattle Farms 1G. Tough break for Chase Hardy. He will have to be running one of those LCQs. But green, white, checkered time. We watch this replay one more time. Kendall Tucker, the pressure is on him to get a good restart because Austin Carr, Shane James, they were gaining ground on that 0-0.
Yeah, Tucker wants to put Swindell Speed Labs in the victory circle there for the heat race, but that might actually help Shane James and Tomasi more, as now they're going to have to battle side by side. Tomasi wants that spot back for the final transfer. James, though, looked strong throughout, but a little slip up is all it takes for Tomasi to take that transfer spot away.
The lights are going out this time by green, white, checkered. Carr, Tucker, Tomasi, Shane James, Hunter Heck, and Davin Cardwell. There is 6 drivers right there that all have looked fast in this heat race. 3 spots up for grabs. Can anyone get by that 0-0 and 32 and put the pressure on those two to hold on to a final spot? Or will it come down to Tanner Tomasi, Shane James having to battle it out for one spot to go into the show? We'll find out when we go green after this pace truck ducks in a 2-turn number 4.
And Alex, Davin Cardwell had a great start on the initial start. Got a little bit messed up on the restart. So hopefully he can get the same one here. Pace truck at the end. Kendall Tucker's on the loud pedal. A little bit of contact between him and Austin Carr. Shane James ducking to the inside. Now that puts Austin Carr in that final turn spot with a hornet's nest of drivers coming behind him. But Carr says, I want second spot back, sir. Please give it to me. I'm going to give you a slide job right here.
Here we go. The white flag coming out for Kendall Tucker. Here we go. Final lap. Austin Carr takes back the second spot as checkered flag is out, actually. Kendall Tucker wins heat race number 4. Austin Carr and Shane James are your top 3.
And Alex, the drama was hot and heavy, but as you said, Tucker, Carr, James to the feature. Tomasi, Heck, Cardwell, Marlowe, Childs, Hardy, and Murtaugh Jr. will be in the alphabet later tonight. But we're going to take you to our Heat 5 official starting lineup.
Here we go. Starting on the pole, it is the 25 for Slick Sim Sports, Hayden Cardwell. Until the outside, the 07. Do you feel the Weaver fever? It's Howard Weaver.
Starting in third is the D1RT machine, the 84 of Clay Devin, to his outside, the 58 of Tyler Reed.
Starting in fifth, it's the 44, the Hunt, the front, it's Jesse Enterkin. To the outside, D1RT Racing, the 041 of Matthew Logan.
And starting in seventh, it's the 28 for Slam Sim Sports, Mason Lobb, to his outside for Tanner Folds Racing, the owner, the 15 of Tanner Folds.
Starting in the 9th spot, the 31, it's Justin Holt. And to the outside, rounding out the field in the 69, it is Gage Martinez.
And Alex, we haven't seen Hayden Cardwell in a lot of these testing tunes lately, but he is here getting some run going. You saw him in the Pro Series, won the championship. What a drive by him. But Howard Weaver back at it again. He looked strong last night. He's starting second. Alex, you've got to think he's got something for the champion there.
So here we go. It all comes down to this. You have D1RT drivers in here. You have VLR. You have Slick, all starting up in the front 2 rows. It is a dead heap right now. 4 heat races in the book. VLR has 1, Slick, D1RT, and then Tucker locks up 1 for Swindell Speed Labs, who is going to take the cake here tonight and finish off with a heat race win for their team. We will find out as the pace truck goes in, and we are green. Clay Debin going to lead us to the front straightaway, and Howard Weaver got a good jump as we go into turn 1 and 2.
Yeah, there you see Clay Devin there. Jesse Enterkin, though, looking to the inside of Howard Weaver with the Hunt the front car. But he is under fire from Tyler Reed. Reed looking to the inside, but there you see the run from the top side is too strong right now. You got Devin, Weaver, Enterkin, all of your transport. Enterkin looking to the inside of Weaver, trying to make it stick. But as I said before, that top side way too good. Clay Devin now under fire from Howard Weaver. Throws the slide job going in. Devin going to try to turn underneath, but can't get there this time. Now it's a drag race to the front. Weaver leads lap number 3.
Clay Devin, Howard Weaver, those two going at it. You see Enterkin, he's coming in hot. And here we go. 3-car battle for the lead. Devin, Weaver, Enterkin, Tyler Reed, he's in that 4th spot outside, looking into one of those transfer spots, but he's just sitting back, relaxing, enjoying this battle. And these are 3 well-known drivers as they go for the lead. Clay Devin, Howard Weaver. There's a slide job, and you see Enterkin. We're going to make it 3 wide contact between Enterkin and Howard Weaver. That's going to help that 84 of Clay Devin.
Yeah, definitely going to help him there, but Enterkin was quicker than Clay Devin beforehand. Weaver now back in third in the final transport. Tyler Reed trying to bail it in, but Weaver hot on the trail of Enterkin. Enterkin hot on the trail of Devin. They're trying to make that high side work right now. Devin under pressure from Enterkin, and what a time that would be, Alex, if a non-driver to Hunt the front took the lead in the heat race.
Jesse Enterkin has looked strong, but now again, Howard Weaver right back on the hunt there. He's going to throw the slide job. Look at Tyler Reed. Reed going to try and go up higher than Jesse Enterkin. Enterkin holds on to the 3rd spot, but Tyler Reed now, he's timed it right. Here we go. 3-car battle for second because Weaver's right there as well as Tyler Reed contact between him and Enterkin. Drag race to the finish line there. 2 laps to run.
Alex, the drama is heating up. Howard Weaver is trying to run down Clay Devin. He is 2/10 quicker right now, but you see Reed throwing a slide job, trying to make it stick on Enterkin. They both go up to the top side. Enterkin gets that good stuff, gets a drag race off. Reed, though, takes 3rd that time by. Reed slides up in front of Enterkin. Enterkin going to turn underneath. There you see Clay Devin out in front, commanding lead. Howard Weaver trying to catch him. We still have a battle between Enterkin and Reed. It's going to be a drag race to the line. Enterkin throws a slide job. Reed going to try to turn it, but Enterkin takes that final transfer spot. Clay Devin, Howard Weaver, and Jesse Enterkin are your top 3.
Man, oh man, talk about drama-filled. That battle for the 3rd and final transfer spot here in heat race number 5. And oh man, Clay Devin, he is going to win the heat race. Number 5, Howard Weaver, Jesse Enterkin to the show. Reed, Lobb, Holt, Logan, Foles, Martinez, and Cardwell. LCQs, boys, and here we go. First of 3 LCQs coming up, and here is your starting grid. Top three go on to the show here tonight. And starting on the pole for LCQ, number 1, it is the 8 of Austin Hunter, and to the outside, the 91 of Tanner Tomasi.
Starting third, it's the 7 of Sheldon Oberly. To his outside, the 28 of Slam Sim Sports, Mason Lobb.
Felix Roy starting in the 5th spot in that 50, and to the outside for Drew Hopkins racing. It's the owner, the 157 of Drew Hopkins.
And starting in 7th for Team DTJ, it's the 34 of Brandon Marlowe. To his outside, the Drew Hopkins Racing teammate, the 5 of Derek Keltner.
Tanner Folds racing, it's a 15. It's Tanner Folds himself. He starts ninth to the outside. It is Jarrett Jones in the 30, and rounding out the field, the 32 for Team Outlaw Motorsports, it's BJ Duvall.
And Alex, we're going to have a little game here. Who are you taking in the final transfer spot?
You know what? That's no fun picking just one driver. Pick all 3 that are going on to the show.
All right. What all 3 you've got going, Alex?
I'm going to pick former pro Drew Hopkins, his former teammate in Derek Keltner. And you know what? I'm going to pick the underdog stories here. Coming from dead last to the front, our buddy himself, William Duvall, is going to make the show here tonight.
Our producers going to Mossy, Oberly, and Hopkins, and I have to agree on 2 of those 3. I think it'll be Tomasi, Hopkins, and I believe that Felix Roy will sneak in there. Strong run last night. I believe he will get up into that final transfer spot.
Picks are in here for LCQ. Number 1, again, top 3 go on, 12 laps the distance. Folks, who do you have going on to join this feature field, this star-studded feature field already? And you see a lot of stars here. Former pro and Drew Hopkins, Tanner Tomasi, Tanner Folds back there. He has made a name for himself. Derek Keltner, BJ Duvall, Felix Roy, he made a name for himself in one night last night at that test and tune. Here we go. Green flag is out. LCQ number 1 underway, and Austin Hunter. Nobody picked him. He is going to lead us into turn number 1 and 2. UC Oberly and Tanner Tomasi, Felix Roy. All these guys battling for that transfer spot already on lap number 1.
Man, take a look. But there you see the contact in the back right now. We got contact all over the place. Looks like we're going to keep it going there, but nope. I believe we are under yellow now, Alex, and what a first lap drama we have. Take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. There you see Tanner Folds on the bottom side running. A little bit of contact, just gets into the back right there, and that's all it takes to send around. This new tire model does not play around. It takes one tap, and you are going around, Alex.
You see there, the 32, BJ Duvall gets in there as well. Drew Hopkins had some contact with Tanner Folds. So there is 4 cars right there with some damage on their cars now, have a lot of contact, a lot of damage. How will it affect them as it's only early on here? When we get back, we'll only have 2 in the books, but man, oh man, the drama. Everyone wants to get into this show. Everyone wants to be in with the star-studded field. And right now, the top 3, Austin Hunter, Tanner Tomasi, Sheldon Oberly, Drew Hopkins. He's moved up into that 4th spot, 1 outside of the transfer spot. There's Felix Roy, Derek Keltner. This is going to be a photo finish, pretty much. It's going to be a barn burner. We talked about the heat races and the feature always being the barn burner. These LCQs with this star-studded talent, it will burn the house down tonight.
Yeah, Alex, last night the featured Eldora was definitely a knockout brawl. But here we go. B main, 3 cars advancing, 5 drivers very clearly wanting to get it easily done. But you see 10 drivers in. Unfortunately, Tanner Folds still in the pits. You only have 10 drivers actually on right now on the track. Tomasi, Hunter, Hopkins, Oberly, Roy, and Keltner, with BJ Duvall moving up to 7th. Who is going to take that transfer spot?
Here we go. Pace truck gonna duck in, and we are back. Underway here for LCQ number 1, Austin Hunter, Tanner Tomasi. Tomasi got the timing right on that jump, but so did Sheldon Oberly, as here we go. You see these cars, a lot got some contact back there between, it looks like, PJ Duvall, Brandon Marlowe, Derek Jones. All those guys had some contact now, but the battle up front, Drew Hopkins now going after Tanner Tomasi. Sheldon Oberle right now, he is in the 4th spot, as now Sheldon Oberle on the outside looking into one of those spots, and now here we go. Oberle, Roy, and Hopkins battling it out.
Yeah, they saw there Oberle made a mistake that start, tried to throw a slide job, mess up, but now he's back in the 6th spot. Hopkins, Roy, battling on the outside, looking in. There you go, Hunter, Tomasi, Roy. That is your top 3 right now. And Hopkins battling with Oberle right now, trying to take that top side. Roy in that final transfer spot, though. You see Austin Hunter and Tomasi pulling away. Roy gets a good jump there, running that slider line. But Hopkins gets a great run off the top side with five laps down this time around, Alex.
Drew Hopkins right now, he's in that 4th spot, still battling with Oberle. Both of them should pick a line, run with it, and go after Felix Roy, because a 4th place finish isn't going to put you in the show. You see Derek Keltner, he's going to try and throw a slide job right there, and some problems for Keltner and Oberle. A caution flag waves once more here in LCQ number 1.
Alex, you see right there just how important each and every spot is. Moving up one spot at a time is all it takes, but now Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay will show the slide job here. Keltner went to go make it. Looked like he had it cleared. At least he thought he did. Went up, got a little sideways, about the 5-mile-an-hour difference, and Oberle had nowhere to go.
Here we go. When we go back green, 6 down, 6 to run here in LCQ number 1. Again, top 3 go on to the show. For everyone else, it's just time to take some notes and look back at what you did. Look what changes you can make for the Spring Fling coming up here. This is test 2 number 2. Eldora last night, Knoxville tonight. Man, oh man. And again, we're burning the house down both places already here this week.
Yeah, we have taken the 2 of the half-mile tracks. Great racing on both nights. The B-mains always having the drama with them, Alex. But there you see Tomasi, Hunter, Roy, Hopkins, and now Lob up in that 5th spot. That caution may have helped him out, as now he's able to get up in there. But Hopkins on the outside looking in. It's all going to come out to Austin Hunter, though. We have not talked about him and Tomasi much tonight. But if one of them gets a bad start, you know Roy, you know Hopkins and Lob are right there waiting to pounce.
So here we go. 8 cars still on the track. 3 spots. Tomasi, Hunter, and Felix Roy are your top 3, but watch Drew Hopkins. It has to come that pro experience for him if he gets a good jump here. Green flag back out, and Austin Hunter with another good start for him. He's going to slide up. We're going to go 3 wide. He said, forget this. You say you go out 3 wide on the first lap. We're going to go right now. Hunter holds on to the lead. Tomasi, Hopkins, Roy. Here we go as Roy goes to the inside of Tanner Tomasi, but slides up, loses some speed. Drew Hopkins trying to make that topside work. Contact between the 2 of them. Here comes Mason Lob. Lob gets some contact between Roy. Roy going to slide up. A lot of contact as everyone keeps it going. Drew Hopkins holds that transfer spot now.
Yeah, but he's in the wall there. Brandon Marlowe going to look to take advantage of that one. Looking to the inside, but Hopkins gets a run off the front there. Tomasi and Hunter battling for first. One more spot to go in there, but Hopkins under heavy pressure, having to fight off a charging Felix Roy. Brandon Marlowe, Mason Lob. Roy was looking strong last night, looking strong tonight. A little bit of contact, though. There you see Tomasi going to the front of Hunter. Making up for the pass. Hopkins still in that 3rd spot, trying to fight him. We are 3 wide behind him, though, for that 4th spot, trying to take it away.
Hopkins, he holds that 3rd spot right now. He holds the final key to the show. Felix Roy trying to make it work here on that middle line, slides up. Mason Lob right behind him here. Drew Hopkins, you see him on that front straightaway. Looks like he has some major damage, and it's affecting this car and how it drives. Lob throws a slide job, but Drew Hopkins, keep an eye. Can this car last 3 more laps and put him in the show, or will Roy, Lob, those 2 with that speed? Those 2 are messing around, fighting with each other here. You got to get past Drew Hopkins, and you see these 2 up front. Tanner Tomasi takes the lead. Austin Hunter, though, right behind him. These 2 are battling just for a few rows. A better starting spot as less cars to pass as the white flag's coming out this time by.
Yeah, they're definitely there. A battle between these two is just what Drew Hopkins wants to see, but he is too far back. Just on Tomasi takes the white flag. They're both running that top side. Question will be, Hunter, does he try and take the win here with a slide job on the last lap, or is he stay content with that transfer spot? Tomasi goes to the bottom, trying to block the slide job. Hunter with a run, though. Going to turn underneath. It's going to be a drag race to the finish line. Looks like Tomasi, Hunter, and Lobb actually gets past Drew Hopkins for that final transfer spot.
So there it is, as endurance lasted out there. And again, I think there were some major problems for Drew Hopkins. That car was broke. But Tanner Tomasi, Austin Hunter, Mason Lobb, they're going on to the show for Hopkins, Roy, Marlowe, Jones, Overly, Keltner, Duvall, and Folds. Boys, take your notes and get ready for that spring fling coming up. And here we go. LCQ number 2. And starting on the pole, it's going to be Ethan Toder for Drew Hopkins Racing. To the outside, the 58, it's Tyler Reed.
And starting in third, it's the 2 of Jesse Wall. To his outside for D1RT Racing, the 46 of John Ruggiero Jr.
Starting inside of row number 3, it is going to be Davin Cardwell on the 17. To the outside, the 50 of Jacob Lassiter.
And starting in 7th for D1RT Racing, the 041 of Matthew Logan. To his outside, the 3 of Bobby Mattingly.
Row number 5 looks like this. To the inside, the 35, it's Chance Carr. To the outside, Drew Hopkins Racing, it is Chase Hardy.
And your final row of this B main, the 29 of RJ Kent, starting 11th. To his outside, the 33 of Richard Murtaugh Jr. Alex, I got a little information from the trackside. Richard Murtaugh Jr. actually had to unload the backup car, so he is on the last leg of this one in the final race tonight. He has a chance, but it looks like he might not be able to make it out in time.
So here we go. Richard Murtaugh Jr. not making the call. 11 cars will take the green flag here for LCQ number 1. And man, Dom, we only got one out of the 3 of us. There was only one driver picked right out of the 3 that we were supposed to pick. So LCQ number 2, I'm going to go with Tyler Reed, John Ruggiero Jr., and Matthew Logan.
I am going to agree with only one of those. I'm going to say Ethan Toder, Tyler Reed, and Davin Cardwell is going to come up to take that final spot.
It's Davin Cardwell. There's a lot of talent here in this one. And, man, it's going to be another good battle. Green flag is out for LCQ. Number 2, Toder gets a good start, but Reed and Wall got him right on it here. Davin Cardwell, he's going to go. Here we go. 4 wide into turn 1 on lap 1. This is not going to end well for these fellas as they're all fighting it out here. Ruggiero Jr., he has that second spot. Davin Cardwell, he is fighting with him right now. They're side by side. Here comes Tyler Reed now, trying to stick his nose into that battle as they go into 1 and 2.
And for Ethan Toder, that was exactly what he needed to get himself a lead. But look at Davin Cardwell up to second place. Ruggiero, though, battling him, bumping him, banging, going through turn number 3. Toder loves seeing this in his virtual rearview mirror. That way he can just pull away from that one.
Oh, man, caution flag waves here. So LCQs. We only had, 2-3 cautions in those heat races. LCQs already have had those, but the battles are heating up. These guys are desperate to get into that feature, and a lot of contact.
Yeah, a lot of contact there, Alex. But as you see, able to get it turned around, and I believe that car, besides a little bit of damage to that spoiler, looks to see it going there. Looks to be driving straight, so hopefully able to get back up in there, Alex.
This will be an interesting one. Jesse Wall in pits, so let's see if he can get back out here before we go green. With caution laps not counting, he won't be a lap down. Here he comes. So he might have went and got the crew to check it out, see if they can fix some stuff, as now he is back on track. But he has to start from that 11th spot. Can he get back up into the mix? It's Ethan Toder, Davin Cardwell, and John Ruggiero Jr., your top 3. Tyler Reed, though, a lot of speed for that man coming in here. The constants, he looked quick in the heat race. just couldn't get in that transfer spot.
Yeah, Alex, now the question becomes, is there going to be another battle but for that transfer spot there, allowing Reed to slip by? You saw it before. Cardwell got a great run with a little bit of battle in there. Reed on that outside spot, he could make a run for that final transfer spot. Ruggiero, though, Toter, Cardwell, Reed, Ruggiero, all in that top four. Logan behind with Lassiter and Mattingly all looking right there saying, give me one chance. That's all I need.
As here we go, getting ready to restart this battle. Is going to heat up. Green flag back out here for LCQ. Number 2, Davin Cardwell. Ethan Toter already at it there, as now Cardwell on the top side, and now Toter, Ruggiero Jr. 3 wide. They go momentarily. Davin Cardwell takes back the lead here. Toter, Ruggiero Jr., they go at it for the second spot.
There you see it, the battle happening there. Toter got a little bit loose going off the start. That allows Cardwell and Ruggiero to put the pressure on. Toter now in that final transfer spot, but drives around Ruggiero on the outside, a line to go. See Tyler Reed on that outside as well, too. Cardwell, though, dipping to the inside. Toter goes to the outside of turn number 4. Going to try and drag race Cardwell down, but Cardwell's just too fast coming off that bottom.
Davin Cardwell has looked strong in this LCQ. Toter in the second spot. Ruggiero Jr., all 3 of them have looked really strong. You have Lassiter in the 4th spot right now on the outside looking in. Ethan Toter trying to go to the top side, but Davin Cardwell has the bottom side working right now. Can anyone get by that 70 machine?
Alex, I have to think something might be a bit off with Toter's car. You watch him going through turn 3 and 4. He just shoots straight up the track. Might be battling something into that car, as you said before. A little bit of tightness in the slick in your car. Pushes like a dump truck. The past 3 to 4 laps, he's been just like that.
Ethan Toter going to push up there as John Ruggiero Jr. takes that second spot over from Ethan Toter. Davin Cardwell has that comfortable advantage right now in the lead, but John Ruggiero Jr. saying, not so fast. I'm trying to get up here. Ethan Toter, you have company. Jacob Lassiter is right behind you here, as now he's going to go to the bottom side, using a little bit of a slider line as that battle for the transfer spot heats up.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be Ethan Toter right now. You want to be where Ruggiero is, but there's Tyler Reed throwing a haymaker of a slide jump. Gets past Lassiter, but Lassiter gets into the back of Reed. Reed goes around, and man, oh man, here we go. Alex, caution is out again.
So caution flag waves once more here in LCQ number 2. Davin Cardwell, Ruggiero Jr., Ethan Toter. Still your top 3. These 3 have looked strong. All 3 of them have a valuable case to make it into this feature, but Jesse Wolf has looked strong. Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Just chaos here. You see the 58 going to go for a slide job. Haymaker being thrown. Tyler Reed. Going to go around.
Looks like Jacob Lassiter there either tried to go underneath and didn't make it, or just misjudged how that was going. But man, what a run there Tyler Reed had. Through a slide job, winding out to the final laps, Alex, you got to make a move to make something work.
So here we go again. Coming down to looks like about a 3-lap dash coming up here for the LCQ number 2. This is going to be interesting. Davin Cardwell has been untouched, unscathed, untested here in the C-Main since he's taken the lead. But then you have John Ruggiero Jr. has looked strong. He is going to be one to keep your eye on. And then Ethan Toter, he's on that bubble spot. He needs to hold on, as here comes Matthew Logan on that outside.
But Alex, take a look at this. Jacob Lassiter's in the pits. Maybe had a little bit of a damage from that contact, causing suspension or something to be a bit messed up. So that opens up one more spot there. Now, Matthew Logan in that 4th position, looking on Ethan Toter, licking his chops, waiting for a mistake.
So here we go. Lights out. Cardwell, Ruggiero, and Toter hold on to those 3 spots. Matthew Logan, Jesse Wall, Bobby Mattingly on the outside looking in. Those guys you're going to have to keep an eye on.
Yeah, you're definitely going to keep an eye on those guys, but Davin Cardwell is going to take us to the green flag here Cardwell has looked strong all night. He's got 3 laps to hold this up. You see the pace truck pulling off Cardwell on the loud pedal. Better start than what Toder had on that one. Doesn't spin the tires. Ruggiero right there, but they see Matthew Logan getting a great start off that one, putting Toder back and forth. Matt Lee looking at the inside wall as well there as well too. Tyler Reed, a little bit of an instant there, trying to make his way back up, but there you have it. Matthew Logan in third. Ethan Toder and Jesse Wall battling for fourth. Trying to get by one of those so they can get up into Matthew Logan and say, give me that final transfer spot.
As you see, Matthew Logan, he holds on to that final spot. Ethan Toder goes to the inside. Here we go, battle. Toder going to hit the berm. That's going to cost him some time, or is it? As he is still side by side. Watch Tyler Reed. Tyler Reed now, he's on that back bumper. Toder goes around now. Reed and Wall come after Matthew Logan with a white flag in the air. Davin Cardwell, he is out in front. He is gone. See you, sayonara, boys. At 70 for Davin Cardwell Racing. Through 3 and 4, he is going to win LCQ number 2. John Ruggiero Jr. and Matthew Logan make the show.
And Alex, you've got a question. Did Tyler Reed have something for that before that slide job happened? Because he got a little bit turned there. Came all the way up to 5th, battling for that final transfer spot. Just having up, as you said, Cardwell, Ruggiero, your top 2. What a battle between those 2. Cardwell put on a clinic for that one. Matthew Logan taking on that final transfer spot.
And man, oh man, the battles have heated up. Ethan Toder, sad story for him there. But there's your final results. Cardwell, Ruggiero Jr., and Matthew Logan to the show. Mattingly, Walcar, Kent, Reed, Toder, Lassiter, Hardy, and Murtaugh. Take your notes, boys, and get ready for that spring fling. But, Don, before we go to the starting lineup, I got 2 right in that one.
Yeah, Alex. You're bound to get something right eventually. But here's your final B main of the night starting grid. On the pole for Rocket Racing, the 48 Dylan Yeager to his outside. For Cincy Speed, it is the 87 of Austin Matthews.
Row number 2 on the inside, it's Hunter Heck in the 40 to the outside. It's Daniel Powell in the 32.
And starting in 5th is the 31 of Justin Holt. To his outside for D1RT Racing, the 49 of Trevor Fitz.
Starting 7th, it is going to be Ryder Cantillo in the 13th. Outside, Joseph Shiles in the 47.
Row number 5, it is the 16 of Gregory Roy to his outside, the 69 of Gage Martinez.
Starting in the 11th spot, the 97, it's Rocky Battenfield. And to the outside, Slick Sim Sports, the 25, it's Hayden Cardwell.
And Alex, we are hearing Cardwell did not grid, so take your top 3 transfers in this one.
I'm going to go Dylan Yeager, Trevor Fitz. You know what? I'll go with Gage Martinez.
Ooh, going a bit one there. You know what? I am going to give Ryder Cantillo a transfer spot there. I agree with the others. Dylan Yeager. And I actually think Hunter Heck will round out that top 3.
So who will join the rest of this field? 3 more will join the feature. Green flag is out here for LCQ, the final one of the night. Dylan Yeager leads us into turn 1 and 2. And you see that battle for second already between Austin Matthews, Hunter Heck, Daniel Powell right behind him there, Trevor Fitz. These guys looking to punch their ticket into the show. You see Fitz gets the run. He's right there. Got a little bit of contact between him and Hunter Heck. 3 wide for the lead. Matthews, Yeager, and Heck all going at it. Look at Powell. He's right behind him as well. 4-car, 5-car, maybe even 6-car battle here for those 3 transfer spots.
Alex, the final B main of the night is going to cause the drama, but look at Ryder Cantillo up to 4th place there. You see Powell trying to bang the top side. We are 3 wide behind 1 and 2. Matthews taking a bit there, but now we are 3 wide for the lead. Cantillo, Powell, Heck. We have a battle going here. Alex, this is going to be a knockout brawl to the very end.
Here we go. You saw it. They're burning the house down one more time here for the LCQ. We're 3 wide once more. Ryder Cantillo, Daniel Powell, Hunter Heck all going at it. We're almost 4 wide. Slide job by Powell. He said, forget it. I'm going to go for a Hail Mary. And, man, he's going to pay for it.
Man, what a wave there. And, Alex, I don't even know what to say about that. That was a knockout brawl the entire way. There you see Powell, though, in the UltimateDirtTV instant replay. Take it, a haymaker slide job. Trying to go 2 for 1, but just did not have it clear. Got a little bit sideways as well coming up through that slick.
Yes, Powell tried to throw the Hail Mary there. He said go for broke early on here. We were 4 wide, and he said forget it. We're going Hail Mary slide job. And he almost actually stuck that, and it would have been great to see him stick that one because that battle would have continued on. But for Austin Matthews, Ryder Cantillo, and Hunter Heck, this is your time. Take a breather with this caution because you're going to fight for the next 6 laps of your life here to make it into this show. Yeager, watch Battenfield, watch Martinez. Those two are sitting back waiting here as you saw. The top 6 were all battling it out, and you had Battenfield, Martinez sit back, relax, and enjoy that show and wait for the mistakes. Well, here they come with that mistake, and now it's going to be capitalized time for a lot of these guys on the outside.
Alex, we saw last night Ryder Cantillo, Rocky Battenfield, great runs in their B mains, both falling just slightly short, but Ryder Cantillo up 5 spots. He has been dominant with the quickest lap of this B main by 0.2 of a second. Talk about blazing speed, Alex.
It's a lot of good speed, but we talked about this last night. Eldora, Evan C said it, Blake Majula said it, 14, sorry. They will be coming once these guys get used to this track and the new tire model. So a lot of speed has been gained for these guys. Austin Matthews, Ryder Cantillo, Hunter Heck, Trevor Fitz, a lot of these guys, you know, it's not like everyone goes, oh, B main. For this test and tune for that spring fling, this is a heavy-hitting LCQ just like the last 2 were, and 3 more guys going to make it. Pace truck off, green flag out. We are back underway, and Austin Matthews with another great start.
Matthews with a great start, but Alex, here we go again. 3 wide battle. Going to 4 wide. Cantillo takes the top side line there. There you see everyone battling 3 wide, 4 wide, back to 3 wide. A little bit of contact there. And man, oh man, Trevor Fitz, Dylan Yeager, we are going 4, possibly 5 wide here and there. Rocky Battenfield trying to make it up to the top. A little bit of contact though. Battenfield up to 6, already up 5 spots in this one. Got just 3 more spots, so to make it in, Matthews, Cantillo, Fitz, your top 3. What a battle we've got going for that 3rd transfer spot. And a battle for the lead, Alex.
You can see this battle for the lead between Cantillo and Matthews. They're side by side. They've been going at it. Trevor Fitz right now, he's in the 3rd spot, but that Hornet's Nest is still behind him, folks. There is battles throughout this racetrack tonight for every spot. This is what you come to see. So get ready for this spring fling. Everyone wants to fight for a chance at it. Austin Matthews, Ryder Cantillo, those two side by side once more, and this LCQ is heating up.
Alex, we saw it last night. We're going to see it here again tonight. These spots do not come easy. If you want a spot, you have to battle for it. Trevor Fitz is kind of pulling away in 3rd, but Hunter Heck and Dylan Yeager battling side by side there, allowing Fitz to pull away little by little, but here comes Dylan Yeager on the bottom side. Hunter Heck, though, with a run coming through there. We're now a little bit single filed out, a little bit calmed down now. There you see Gage Martinez trying to reel in Rocky Battenfield. Up 4 spots right now, but rail on that top side. We have 3 laps left to go.
Rocky Battenfield there in the Dirty Grass Soul 97. Gage Martinez was there in that Weber Valley machine. Then you have Dylan Yeager for Rocket Racing Setups, Justin Holt, all these guys still battling it out. They're trying to catch up to that 3rd place spot. That's Trevor Fitz. He is on that final transfer spot, but he has Hunter Heck coming after him as well. But these battles, there's battles all throughout this track. Bottom side looks quick, especially for that 48 Dylan Yeager. He is one to always keep your eye on. That man is loving the bottom no matter where he goes. You can say it's top dominant. He'll say, I'll beat you on the bottom. A white flag in the air for Ryder Cantillo. Austin Matthews has just taken that lead now, but the battle's mid-packer on Austin Matthews, though. through 3 and 4. Can Cantillo put a push on it, or will he just hold back and watch? He will hold back and watch. Austin Matthews wins your last LCQ. Ryder Cantillo and Trevor Fitz going on to the show. And you just saw that finish there mid-pack. We're going to have to wait for the official results because that was a nest.
And Alex, if that B main is any indication of the feature tonight, I cannot wait to see what happens here. But the official results from the last B main coming up now. There you see Austin Matthews, Ryder Cantillo, and Trevor Fitz making it into the show. Hunter Heck, Justin Holt, Gage Martinez, Dylan Yeager, Rocky Batfield, Gregor Roy, Joseph Shiles. Your top 10 was Daniel Powell and Hayden Carville. Unfortunately, not gritting for that one.
So that is the end of your LCQs. Again, folks, we will round down here your heat race winners. Again, Evan C. wins heat race number 1. Logan Rumsey, heat race number 2. Blake Majolis with heat race number 3 win. Kendall Tucker won heat race number 4. And then to round out your 5 heat races, Clay Debin, he won heat race number 5. So that is going to be your front 5 for this feature event. But ladies and gentlemen, we will be right back. As actually, there we go. April 22nd. Don't forget it. Mark it on your calendars, folks. $15 entry fee, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Racers for who not already entered into the Spring Fling. Winner of this race will win $600 and tag the end of the LCQ for the Spring Fling. Again, that is April 22nd. Schaefer's Oil 14th Annual Spring Fling. This is your last chance there, April 22nd. $15 to enter. Don't wait. This will fill up real quickly. And folks, Dom, I just can't wait. This is going to be another great year of action.
It definitely will, Alex. And what a race we've got going on. But as these drivers get some track work in, we're going to take a minute to step away and thank some of our amazing sponsors for helping us put this on.
Another night, been working all week and got myself right. When you're on a loud pedal, it ain't time to make friends. I didn't come the wrong second, I came here to win, yeah. It's go time now, whip your wheel real tight. We ain't Nascar nice, it's a dirt track fight. You wanna make a name, you wanna go far, you gotta outrun the best of Team BLR, yeah.
And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. You see checkered flags wave here on practice. But again, there it is. April 22nd is your last chance. If you are not entered into this Spring Fling, if you are on that waiting list, $15 entry fee, April 22nd, your last chance to get in. If you win that race, you will tag the tail of the LCQ for the Spring Fling coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the Schaefer's Oil Spring Fling coming up, the 14th annual. But here we go, back to front, starting field for your feature event, starting 24th, 20. It is the D1RT racing machine of Trevor Fitz. To the inside, it's his teammate, the 041 of Matthew Logan.
Starting at 20 seconds, the 28 for Slamston Sports, Mason Lobb. To his inside, the 13 of Ryder Cantillo.
Starting in the 20th spot for D1RT Racing, the 46, it's John Ruggiero Jr. To the inside, the 8 of Austin Hunter.
Row number 9, Starting 18th is the 87 Austin Matthews. To his inside, the 70 of Davin Cardwell for Davin Cardwell Racing.
Row number 8 to the outside. It's the 91 of Tanner Tomasi to the inside. Hunt the front. 44, it's Jesse Henderkin.
Starting in 14th, it's the 1 of Shane James for Cincy Speed. To his inside, the 101 of Brent Evans.
Row number 6 on the outside, 100% racing. 45, it's Hagen Sorensen to the inside. The 144 of Brent New.
And now it's your top 10, the 07 of Howard Weaver, starting in 9th, the 38 of Austin Carr.
Starting in row number 4 to the outside, Team VLR. 37, it's Randall Carter to the inside. D1RT Racing. 14, it's Cole Cabry.
And starting in 6th, Team VLR, number 36, Ryan Underwood to his inside. For D1RT Racing, it's the 84 of Clay Devin.
Row number 2 to the outside. Swindell Speed Labs, the 00. It is Kendall Tucker to the inside, looking to repeat here on Testing 2 Nights. 127 D1RT, it's Blake Majulis.
And your front row tonight for Slick Sim Sport, the 43 of Logan Rumsey. And you saw him dominate qualifying, dominate his heat race. It's the 27 for Team VLR, Evan C.
There we go. You see it there. Slick Sim Sports, D1RT, Swindell, and VLR all drop. Those are the only 4 teams in the top 10 tonight to start this feature event. 75 laps the distance here at Knoxville Speedway. I'm going with the 33 Evan C.
Oh, man. We got Blake Majulis and Evan C being picked. I am going to go with Kendall Tucker, though, thinking he's going to pull something off here, but there you go. Green flag. Evan C off to a strong start. Majulis, Rumsey, and Tucker all single filed out, and behind them, the Hornet's Nest is starting to swarm.
As here we go already. That mid-pack starting to swell up. We're 4 wide. Howard Weaver, Cole Cabry, Randall Carter, Hagen Sorensen, all those guys mixing up right there. There's Austin Carr. These guys all fighting to be in that top 10. Again, for someone like Hagen Sorensen, Austin Carr, you finish in the top 10 here in this field, it is an accomplishment, and it has to feel some good momentum going into that spring fling.
It definitely does. There you see Blake Majulis looking to the outside of Evan C. Evan on that inside line, but Blake may have the top side figured out. We saw it being strong throughout the heats, throughout the feature, and there you see Evan C. losing first place to Blake Majulis. Drives by him with ease, and now he is under fire from Logan Rumsey.
Logan Rumsey there going to go to the inside of the 33. We're trying to sneak his nose in there. Evan C. holds him off right now. Majulis still has the lead. Logan Rumsey in third. There's Kendall Tucker behind him. Cole Cabry fighting off Howard Weaver. Clay Devin, the Weaver Fever. He's in the top 5, folks. He's in that 5th spot. That 07 machine as the first caution of the night waves here in the feature event.
And man, oh man, Alex, we are hitting hot and heavy. 5 laps in. Here's your Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay.
That's that 3 wide there. Howard Weaver took the top 5 with 46 machine. Just goes around. That's Ryan Underwood for VLR Racing. He's going to go around. So a tough break for that 46, but you see it here again. He is 3 wide, and you see there's also Randall Carter behind them. And, well, Ryan Underwood just going to get a tough break there trying to go up top. And just goes around here. But, man, oh, man, we're throwing haymakers. 5 laps, we're throwing haymakers.
And, Alex, this is just what you're going to see with the spring fling as well. Everyone wants that spot. You want to be in position to capitalize on a mistake if any mistake is made. And then you see Blake Majulis knowing how to get it done, took the outside around Evan. And you got to think Blake's going to be searching for something. He had something last night. Evan had a great battle with him. But your winner from last night's looking to repeat again here tonight.
And, you know, the friendship/friendly rivalry between Blake Majulis, Evan C., it goes back for a long time through Pro Series after Pro Series. These two have went to war multiple occasions. They went to war last night at Eldora Speedway. They're doing it again here tonight, 5 laps in. This is going to be a battle tonight. And I see a long green flag run coming in, and you remember what happened last night. Lap traffic became a factor in everyone else's race.
Yeah, it definitely did. But we saw last night, too, the long green flag runs benefited some of the drivers in the back, as we saw them there. And don't forget, Ryder Cantillo had a great run last night. He's already up quite a few spots, trying to make it work again. But Blake Majulis with a great start coming there. Evan C., Logan Rumsey, Kendall Tucker. And there you see Howard Weaver looking to the inside of Tucker, already trying to make a move in the fourth.
Howard Weaver going to the inside of Kendall Tucker, and you see it here. We got VLR, Slick, Swindell, and D1RT all in this top 5 right now. And you see Cole Caper, he's battling it out. Randall Carter, Austin Carr, Hagen Sorensen, he's in the top 10 with Shane James as well. A lot of these cars fighting to have some good runs here tonight, and you see it there. Back there, Trevor Fitz. They're all separated from the front to the back by 5 seconds. It sounds like a lot, but there is a lot of non-moving here. 3 wide, 2 wide, 4 wide. These guys are battling it out. You see Davin Cardwell trying to move up with Ryder Cantillo. Jesse Enderkin, he's in that 11th spot trying to get into the top 10.
Yeah, but Alex, take a look. Ryder Cantillo coming through the back to the front from his heat race, or from his B main, now already up 8 spots already, trying to make it more. But there you see Cole Cabry, Kendall Tucker, and Randall Carter. Howard Weaver making it, trying to go 3 wide. Howard Weaver trying to look to the inside there. You know Weaver's got something for the track. He has worked Knoxville before and worked some magic.
As you know, Howard Weaver, they call him the old man of the group, but guess what? That's that veteran experience for the 07, and he showed it last night. He's showing it again. That's why he is in the top 10. He made it from that heat race. He has looked strong throughout the night, qualifying, heat race, now in the feature. He has looked strong here at Knoxville. That 07 machine is showing what he's got. He is 1 spot away from being in that top 5. Randall Carter, that VLR car, he holds that spot, but you see the top 4, they're starting to inch away from the rest of the pack. It's still Blake Majulis, Evan C., Logan Rumsey, Kendall Tucker. Those 4 have looked strong, and all of them are beating down that cushion.
And Alex, you've got to think that these guys with the experience between them understand, just get to the end, be in a spot to do it. You see them single file there. Rumsey possibly had to look to the inside of C just to see if he's a little bit faster. But there you see they look content running 1, 2, 3, and 4. Kendall Tucker just riding along right now, but Rumsey a little bit higher up. Cole Cabry, though, in a battle with Hagen Sorensen. Sorensen to the inside, trying to beat and bang, but Cabry not affected by it. Going to the outside. There you see the Intercant trying to make his mark known as well, too, with Brent New right there. Alex, we've got a battle coming along here. People are starting to file out, but haymakers are still being thrown.
Jesse Enderkin in that 10th spot right now. He's making the hunt to the front, and he is looking strong in that machine. Enderkin in 10th right now, but he has company. Austin Carr, you saw him. He has ran well. Ryder Cantillo, Shane James, all these guys have looked fast. Don't count out Davin Cardwell in the 14th spot. He is going, he said it before, his car is made for those long runs, and he showed it last night, making his statement and making it good. He is right behind them, as well as these cars are starting to single file out here, trying to find different lines, see what's faster. But again, these top 4 of Majulis, Rumsey, C, and Tucker, they're on a line of their own. They are no worry about Carter and Weaver back there in 5th and 6th.
Alex, I will give you a guess of who has been the fastest the past 3 laps. That'd be Logan Rumsey, making moves 0.3 of a second quicker than Blake Majulis, and that's not something you get to say very often.
Logan Rumsey has looked strong. He is up top. Kendall Tucker, another fast car on this racetrack at 00. Keep an eye on him. He is patiently waiting to strike here in that top 3. But you have Majulis. Rumsey now in 2nd. Evan C. trying to duck to the inside here. C. trying to get that bottom side to work. It doesn't look like it's there yet. Majulis up top. Rumsey now going to roll a little bit in the middle line. C. trying to run that slider line. So 3 different lines being tested there, folks. With Majulis out in front, Rumsey, C, Tucker, and Randall Carter still in that 5th spot, but you see the battles continue on with Cole Cabry and Howard Weaver.
And there you see Hagen Sorensen trying to make his name known on that one too. Weaver touch underneath Cabry's slide job, trying to go, but yellow flag is out. Alex, 20 laps in We have 55 laps left in this one, and the long green flag run could take effect here, just like it did last night.
So caution flag waves once more. There is the 97 machine. Him, the 8. There we go. Down the back straightaway. Oh, boy.
And unfortunately, Alex, I believe that was Ryder Cantillo who was making a charge through the front. I believe just gets a little contact there. It's all it takes with these cars to unsettle just a tad bit.
These boys were fighting it out. They were battling. Everyone was battling in here. Everyone wants a better spot. A better finish shows a strong run and gets them ready even more. But that is a tough break there for Ryder Cantillo. He'll have to go to the back. He might have some severe damage or he might have some little damage. He's still on that racetrack, so who knows? He might be able to make another run to the front. You never know how it works here at Knoxville. But keep an eye. Davin Cardwell, John Ruggiero Jr., those guys have looked strong. They had to come from the back. Jesse Enterkin right now, though, he's in that top 10 with Hagen Sorensen, so keep an eye on those guys waiting to strike. But this top 4, they look untouched, unscathed. Blake Majulis, Logan Rumsey, Evan C. Rumsey was the only one trying to make some moves there, and he made up the second. And then you had Evan C. trying to go to the bottom side. Majulis was just holding his own there on the top.
Yeah, it definitely was. Alex, you have to think that Randall Carter is the happiest to see that right now. He can get back into the mix for the top spot there. He has had a strong car throughout the night, but he's been having to battle Weaver and Cabry right there behind him. And then you see Sorensen with Jesse Enterkin on the inside there. This top 10 is loaded, and they are ready to do battle.
So here we go. We're going to get back to the green flag here. Pace truck ducks off. Green flag back out here at Knoxville. Blake Majulis gets a good start. So does Evan C. As C goes to the inside now of Logan Rumsey. He's going to slide up. No, he's not. He's going to hold the middle side there. That 33, he has a second spot for how long, though? That 41 machine trying to go to the outside of Evan C. C holds the second spot right now. Majulis, he's taking advantage of this. But you see already that top 4 starting to section themselves out, and another caution on the raceway.
And Alex, I've said it before, cautions breed cautions, but a long green flag run is exactly what some of these drivers are wanting as we take a look at our Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay.
It's right off the start here. Austin Carr, oh man. Car just having some major problems. A lot of cars having some contact there. So again, caution now. Caution number 3, I think 3 or 4 now. And a lot of cars in that back have some damage. So a long green flag run might hurt them in the long run with some damage. You see it there again. Him and Cardwell get into it, and the car goes around. But here we go. The long green flag run steps in. What are they going to do if that car's broken? They can't run it well. You see them going in the pits. They're going to get a little quick fix, as that was Carr and Devin. But now, long green flag run. Majulis, C, Rumsey, and Kendall Tucker. Those 4, they're going to be the dominant forces here, as maybe Hagen Sorensen, don't count out Howard Weaver, but somebody has to sneak in and get these 4 off their game, or it will be a 4-car race to the finish.
Yeah, it definitely needs to happen there, but if anyone can do it, you got Cabry, Carter, Weaver, Sorensen, and Enterkin all right there. They've looked strong, just battling with each other, allowing the 4 cars to just sneak away. If they can get single file there and start getting some laps turned, Alex, they could definitely run down these top 4.
It's all about that endurance, the attrition here, especially at these bigger tracks. Eldora, we saw it last night with Ruggiero, Cantillo, and Cardwell. Sorry, I had a brain fart. Cardwell, those 3 looked dominant on that long run, that green flag run, and they started moving their way up front. But now, caution after a caution, Pack is back up here, and this could help someone like Austin Matthew, Trevor Fitz, get a start on the rest of them. But here we go. Pace truck is off. We are back green here at Knoxville.
And look at the start Evan C got there. He's going to go around Logan Rumsey. Evan C, though, keep into that middle line. Tucker, Rumsey right on that top side in. But Evan C going to get a good start there. Get around Logan Rumsey. Here you see, though, Cole Cavery, Randall Carter, Howard Weaver all making themselves known right there. There you see it again, battling between themselves, allowing the top 4 to start to pull away.
And you look at this top 5, Randall Carter being the only one in the top 5 that hasn't been a Pro Series licensed driver. But now Cole Caper, he takes over that top 5. He has had one. Hagen Sorensen, he's into the 6th spot right now. That young man in the 45, he is a man on a mission. He's battling that with Cole Caper, Howard Weaver, Randall Carter, some talented drivers there with a lot more experience in the young man, but he is showing he can hang with the best right now. But again, these top 4, Majulis, Rumsey, C, and Tucker, not getting that pull yet, but they're starting to inch them away from everyone else.
And there you see it there. That top side might be coming in as Evan C is starting to fall back a little bit to Logan Rumsey. Kendall Tucker now looking to the outside of that one. As there you see the run that they get through the middle of the corner coming off of it. Be a drag race to the line. Kendall Tucker still in 4th, but getting ever so closer. You see Majulis now creeping up to the top side. That might leave Evan C as the odd man out. He's going to go behind, and will he ride to the top side? He will live and die by the bottom right now.
He is trying to get that left front on the berm a little bit there and try and get that moisture that berm has. We've seen it a lot happen as he's right now going right there against the berm. Now he was on it, and now you saw the run he's got. He was catching up to Kendall Tucker. Now he's just got to hit the marks. As now he's going to drift up top there. He might have figured out, and it's a little quicker, but those top 4 still, Majulis, Rumsey, Tucker, and C, they're looking strong, but here comes Cabrey. He's bringing Hagen Sorensen with him.
Yeah, Alex, let's take a look at that battle between Cabrey and Sorensen, as Sorensen has been a little bit quicker than these top 4 for the past couple laps here, trying to get them, but Cole Cabrey not allowed him to go by. As there you see Kendall Tucker making the move past Logan Rumsey. We said it before, just biding his time, waiting for the moment to strike. Tucker around into 2nd, now has to track down Mr. Moneybags, Blake Majulis.
Blake Majulis still looking strong, and you said about Jason Down, caution flag is out. We're going to restack them up here, and that is what Kendall Tucker, Logan Rumsey, they want to see as we look at the Ultimate Dirt TV instant replay. Let's see here. There's Brent New. Looks like Ruggiero Jr. as well. Oh, yeah, Ruggiero Jr. just gets into the wall.
And it looks like Tomasi goes around with a little bit of contact from Ruggiero, and we've talked about before, Alex, at these high speeds with this new model, all it takes is a little tap to unsettle these cars.
Little tap, and you go around for a ride. But those boys probably going to go in, go with the crew, get a little quick fix, and come right back out on the track. But keep an eye on those top 10 here. You have Sorensen, you have Cabrey, Weaver, Carter, Shane James, and Jesse Anderkin. Those guys have looked fast. Davin Cardwell right there as well. Ryan Underwood, you remember early on, he spun out, made a mistake. Now he's back into that 12 spot. Keep an eye. Can he make a run for that VLR car and make him in the top 10?
And Alex, someone we haven't mentioned tonight, in 13th, the 041 of Matthew Logan. He is up 10 spots, silently battling his way up through the field right now. Look at how clean that car is. He has kept it clean, and that's exactly what you need.
Especially, 75 laps. It's not about being the fastest car. It's just about keeping your nose clean. We've seen it before. We'll say it again. Keep your nose clean and run your consistent line, and that's all you need to do to keep into that top 10 or even top 15. You're coming from a B main or that LCQ, you need to just be patient now. 75 laps is a long time. Pace truck is in. Green flag back out. Blake Majulis, keep an eye on him. Those D1RT cars. Majulis, you have Cabrey there as well. They're in that top 10 for D1RT. Then you have Trevor Fitz, Matthew Logan. They're right there in the top 15. So keep an eye. D1RT making a strong move to the front. But Kendall Tucker, Logan Rumsey, Evan C. They're right there. Hagen Sorensen, though, keep an eye on that young 45 machine.
And Alex, here's something we haven't seen yet tonight. The top 5, top 6 are battling it out. Majulis pulling away Tucker, C, side by side. Rumsey, Carter, Sorensen, Cabry, all right there battling. What you're not seeing right there, Jesse Innerkin moving his way up slowly but surely in that 8th spot, pulling Ryan Underwood and Howard Weaver with him. And you see Kendall Tucker on that top side trying to get it to come in quick, as now he needs to track down Blake Majulis.
The track prep has been phenomenal here for the test and tune. Last night we saw 3 lines of racing. Tonight, UCMC, he tried to go to the bottom side earlier on, and now you see we're trying to almost go 4 wide here. Tucker gets into the wall. There's a costly mistake by the 00 Evan C. Now to the inside. Slide job by the 33. Evan C. takes over the second spot. Kendall Tucker now tries to go to the outside. Once more battle for second. Logan Rumsey, Hagen Sorensen, Randall Carter, they're right there as well. All waiting. Jesse Ennerkin in 8th, and then you have the VLR teammates, Underwood and Weaver. They're going at it side by side as well, with Ennerkin now dropping back in that 10th spot.
And Alex, we are just about halfway to go, and now you see the battle starting to pick up. Blake Majulis loves what he sees. He can drive away with this one, but Steve, Rumsey, Tucker, all right there. They've been the top 4 this entire night. Now they're shuffling around C, trying to get back to that top side. There you see in the back, Cole Cabry trying to get around Hagen Sorensen, but Sorensen, the young gun, making his name known in the top 5 right now.
You see that the last time around in 1 and 2. Kendall Tucker's whole left front on the top side was up in the air. It's a rare occurrence to see it on the top side in the slicker track that your left front is up in the air. Kendall Tucker must have been hauling there as well. But there's Howard Weaver in the top 10, battling it out with Jesse Ennerkin and Ryan Underwood. Those 3 have gone at it, and you see we are in pack racing. They're all battling it out. Underwood, Weaver, Ennerkin, then you have Cabry, Sorensen, Carter. They're going at it as well. And then you have the top 4 that have been battling it out with Majulis, C, Rumsey, and Tucker. So again, they're separating into their pack, but they're battling it out all the time.
Yeah, but Julius has got himself about a 1-second lead right now. Rumsey, C, and Tucker all battling, basically side by side, throwing sliders back and forth. C to second place, Rumsey up to 3rd. Tucker, you see 3 different lines running here. You got the bottom line, you got the slide line, the top line. And Alex, I believe we are under caution again on lap 40.
Another caution flag is out. Here we go. Let's look at the UltimateDirtTV instant replay. Oh man, we're going to go 3 wide there. You see there. Oh no, please don't be who it is. Oh, he is out of the park.
And you saw Alex. He got on the inside berm, unsettled the car, came up on the track, and take a look at that though. That's Trevor Fitz right there. You see him, a little bit of contact, gets on that berm, and just look at how it unsettles the car at that exact moment.
You see there, it was Fitz, it was Carr, and it was Logan. All 3 D1RT teammates. Fitz was being the good teammate, tried to go low. He avoid contact with them, just hit the berm, and well, writes an end to his night. So a tough break there for one of the D1RT cars, as Trevor Fitz has written an end here to his night. But you have Carter. Randall Carter has looked strong. Brent New, he's up there in that top 10. Brent New, keep your eye on him. He's looked really strong tonight here. But that top 4, top 10 even, they have been moving a lot. Especially you have Cabry, that top 5 to top 10. 5th through 10th, actually, Cabry, Underwood, Ennerkin, Howard Weaver, and Shane James. They have not been the same over this whole night. They've been changing. You've had Sorensen. You've had Carr in there. Davin Cardwell's closing in on being even further up. So that 5th through 10th position has had a lot of different faces in there tonight.
It definitely has, but 1 through 4 has been consistent, and that first place has been the most consistent. Blake Majulis has been dominant on this one, but take a look. Ryan Underwood, after a bit of an issue starting out up to that 6th position, he is looking to get something done here. You know, I'm having a brain fart there, Alex, but Blake Majulis taking us to the green flag, and what a start by him, as you see the Hornets' nest starting to form in the back.
Here we go again. You see fifth on back as now Logan Rumsey has some company as it's on the front. Jesse Enterkin to the inside. He's throwing a haymaker here on that 41. And now you have that battle for, chaos ensues in the back as we are still green. But for how long is the question? Rumsey holds on to the fifth spot. Enterkin, Shane James, Howard Weaver, and Austin Carr. Carr now sneaks his way back into that top 10. Evan C. is your new leader, but for how long those two are going at it side by side for the lead.
And Alex, this is the first time we've seen that top four has changed. Cole Cadbury, Ryan Underwood battling for third round, and Logan Rumsey out there having to hold off a hard charging Jesse Enterkin and Shane James. Howard Weaver being consistent top 10 driver the entire night. Now Austin Carr, Davin Cardwell on your top 10. And take a look at 11th, Kendall Tucker all the way back to 11th.
You say Kendall Tucker, but look who's in that 12th spot. He had to go back. It's Ryder Cantillo. You remember, he spun out earlier in this race. He's moving up. So a lot of these guys went in, got some repairs, and they are back on the track, and they're back to moving up through. You said Underwood. He's in 4th. Cantillo, he's in 12th. He's moving up there as well. As a lot of these guys, they are taking it with a grain of salt. They're back on the track, still fighting. But Blake Majulis is still your leader. There's Enterkin. There's Davin Cardwell. He's battling out right now with Kendall Tucker. Tucker trying to stay in the top 10. Cardwell trying to inch into the top 10 once more.
Yeah, definitely odd seeing Tucker back there in that one, but Ryder Cantillo moving up 9 spots already after an issue coming from the back again. There you see Austin Carr, Howard Weaver. Weaver trying to keep it consistent. Top 10 there shows it, but here comes the Hornets' nest behind Randall Carter. Matthew Logan trying to hold that off, but you see Austin Matthews, Mason Lobb, Ryder Cantillo trying to make it work there, but now they break away a little bit. Matthew Logan having to fight off Randall Carter, though. And you see right in front of him, though, Davin Cardwell still trying to get in touch with Kendall Tucker.
Tucker having some problems. As you see, he's still trying to fight and stay in the top 10. There's Shane James. He's in the 7th spot, but now you look at it. Evan C. is the only one under a second between him and the leader. Cabry in 3rd. He's over a second gap between him and the leader, and then it just increases some more. Top 10 there within 3 seconds, though. But man, oh man, it's just a clinic by Evan C. and Blake Majulis. Those two are showing why they're two of the best late model drivers here on iRacing.
Yeah, but Alex, you have to think that Evan C. does not want to see Blake and Cole in front and behind him right now. We'd love to see Ryan Underwood behind him in that 3rd spot as his teammate.
Ryan Underwood in the 4th spot there, trying to get by Cabry, as Cabry holds a 3rd spot, but there is Ryan Underwood as well. Underwood in 4th. He's bringing Logan Rumsey with him as well. And you see Enterkin. He is in 6th right now. He's dropped back a far bit from Logan Rumsey, as he was battling with Rumsey for a little bit, but now he has company. Shane James, Howard Weaver, Kendall Tucker. There is one of those small packs. They are battling. You see side by side those 4 cars are battling it out. So again, the packs are forming. They're still fighting for every little inch they can get.
Yeah, and there you see Kendall Tucker trying to work his way back in. It was a consistent top 4 driver the entire night. A little bit of an issue, though, trying to work his way back up. He's now in 9th spot. Battling Howard Weaver, battling Shane James and Austin Carr. Jesse Enterkin, the HTF1. You've got to feel good about that. Coming through on your BMA, up 9 spots already, or barely making it at the last transfer spot. You see Blake Majulis, Evan C. battling side by side. Majulis throws a slide job. D back underneath, though, going to get a slide job going into turn number 1.
And a slide job it was. And here we go. This battle for the lead, the 33, the 127. I feel like we've talked about this battle for ages now, as Majulis, Evan C. these two are going at it. You see a lap car getting ready. That is, it looks like Trevor Fitz. He made it back on the track. But now you look at it, 20th and 19th, both UNT cars, Trevor Fitz and John Ruggiero Jr. Those two, they might know Blake Majulis is coming, as Blake might be telling them, I'm coming here, watch out, because these two are going at it once more. Majulis with a slide job on C. C goes to the bottom side. Evan C. has it at the line right now. These two are battling it out for the win.
Alex, how many times have we seen C and Majulis throwing slide jobs back and forth like this? Majulis throws another slide job on C. This is going to be a continuous battle the entire way there. As you see Trevor Fitz, a lap car there. He is getting run down, but it's taking a little bit longer with this battle. C takes the lead at that time around, but Julius going up to the top side, trying to get a run off the top of it, but Evan C making that middle line work. Fitz, though, going to duck underneath to let both go by and continue their race.
But you see it there again. Evan C, he was running that bottom side. It wasn't there early on. He dropped back to the 5th spot. Now that bottom side is there. You see Majulis. He's going to duck to the inside as well because now they both know that inside is the place to be. They're going to get that good entry diamond into the bottom side. And Evan C holds this lead right now. Majulis in second. Then you see back there coming up quick. It's Rumsey. It's Underwood. Rumsey now in that 3rd spot again. Ryan Underwood, Cole Cabry. Underwood takes the 3rd spot. Those two battling out. So battle for the lead, battle for 3rd. There's battles throughout this whole field. 20 cars on track, and there are battles through every single car.
And Alex, within about the next 5 to 10 laps, lap traffic going to be a factor there. As now Brent New and John Ruggiero are in the picture between them. Blake Majulis and Evan C can see them coming there. But you see Majulis creep into the inside, takes the inside line from C, which has been the faster line right now. C, though, gets a good run off the top side. Evan C by a nose.
Evan C holds on. You see there's Brent New. He's about to go a lap down. Next up on their list, it is John Ruggiero Jr. at 46 machine. Remember, Ruggiero Jr. has looked strong tonight, just had some minor problems, some contact, and he's had some contact with a lot of cars here, so he has some damage. But there we go. Majulis has him at the line now. Majulis going to go to the inside, hold the bottom here on the 33. Now he slides up. He holds the lead down the back straightaway. Majulis and Evan C. Again, another instant classic here as we are closing in on 10 to run. Majulis and C still going at it.
And you see Evan C. making his nose known right there at the end of it. These two have put on a clinic before every single race. It seems like these two were out front battling for the lead. Last night we saw them working their way through the heavy lap traffic with the cars who were sitting there battling it out. These can be every one single file though. Majulis leading Evan C right on the bumper. You see though running a bit of a higher line there. Will Ruggiero act as a pick on this one? Will Majulis set up as that way? Or will Ruggiero just go to the top side and let both cars pass?
Jr. looks like he's going to hold the top side here, but man, oh man, Ruggiero Jr., he looks like he has some speed here, as now we're going to take it 3 wide. Evan C says, forget this, I'm coming after you, Blake, I don't care about this lap car, as here we go now, Majulis and C, those two going at it. C got a good run out of the corner there, down that back straightaway. Majulis now goes up top to C. Maybe his teammate found something that's going to let him know there, as now Majulis, C, those two are going at it. Logan Rumsey, he's secure in that 3rd spot, but now, as I say that, Ryan Underwood takes over the 3rd spot. Alex,
we've been watching this battle here between Blake Majulis, Evan C., Logan Rumsey, Ryan Underwood having the same battle for 3rd. You would know Team DLR would love to have a top 3, 2 cars in the top 3 right now, but they would more love to have Evan C. take Blake Majulis and take that victory. And now think about it here. Howard Weaver's in the 6th spot. Can they have 3 VLR cars in the top 5 here tonight? And Evan C. can hold off the win. That'll be an entertaining party for the VLR crew tonight. But Majulis, he is holding on to the lead, looking to go 2 for 2 on test and tunes. And now Majulis right now, he's on that bottom side, so is C. We're closing in. Here we go on the end of this race. More lap cars getting ready here. Clay Devin, Mason Lobb, Matthew Logan. Those boys are the next on list there. As there's also Ryder Cantillo. Cantillo's in the 15th spot. So 15th through about 12th. Get ready, boys, because these leaders are coming, and they're coming in hot. They definitely are, Alex. But there you see, we are winding down these laps. And you see, he actually goes into the pits to avoid them. Smart move on his part, allowing these guys to race it out for the final 5 laps here. Alex, we have a knockout brawl. We are in the 12th round. Here we go, 5. You see the flag, man. 5 to run. Here we go. Majulis still out in front. Evan C. Here's that long green flag run we were talking about. Majulis now. And there is lap traffic. Clay Devin going to go to the top side. He's going to get out of the 127 right now. The 127 holds the bottom side. So does the 33. Evan C. looks like he is gaining some ground.
on that 127. Now he's going to go up top. There's a lot of tactics up on that top side, but looks like Majulis, that bottom side working for the 127.
And Alex, you saw the run Evan C. got going into the bottom. He went to the top side thinking that momentum would carry, but Majulis just too consistent on that bottom side, right through that slick spot. You got to remember, these tires have a lot more grip now than they did before. So now you're at 3 laps to go. Mason Lobb right there. Lap car. Blake Majulis, Evan C. battling it out. Brian Underwood, Logan Remedy still battling for third.
Here we go. 2 to run, folks. Blake Majulis, Evan C. Another instant classic between these two. Majulis holds the bottom side as a lot of lap cars. There's Mason Lobb. There's Matthew Logan. Now, oh man, Logan goes over the berm. Lobb up top. Those two going to go right to that bottom side. Here we go. White flag in the air. Blake Majulis is going to take the white flag here with Evan C. trying to sneak to the inside. Who is going to take it here at Knoxville? Blake Majulis through 1 and 2. He still has a good car length in front as that 127 holds the lead, goes into 3 and 4. Is Evan C. going to have a shot at it? Looks not. Mr. Moneybags 127 D1 RT zone. Blake Majulis, he wins here at Knoxville. Evan C. in second. And man, oh man, as you see, that just shows the gap as Logan Rumsey only just takes the checker now. So that one just shows the gap between Evan C., Blake Majulis, and then Logan Rumsey and the rest of them back there. But Rumsey finishes in third. But man, can we talk about another instant classic burning down the house here at Knoxville.
Alex, we saw it last night at Eldora. Exact same result. Evan C., fastest overall in qualifying, wins his heat race but can't complete the sweep. Blake Majulis, Mr. Moneybags for a reason, shows domination again tonight, leading almost every single lap, Alex.
So here we go. Again, Blake Majulis, Evan C., Logan Rumsey, your top 3, Ryan Underwood, Shane James, Howard Weaver, Randall Carter, Austin Matthews, Mason Lobb, and Clay Eben rounds out your top 10. Can we take a moment there? Mason Lobb finishes in 9th. He was a lap down. They lapped up to 9th here tonight.
Yeah, they lapped throughout the field, put on a clinic, but take a look, 11 through 20, Trevor Fitz, Cole Cavery, Matthew Logan, Davin Cardwell, John Rosario Jr., Austin Carr, Ryder Cantillo, Jesse Innerkin had to pull off, Brett New, and Kendall Tucker, a guy who was dominant throughout for most of the race, all the way back in 20th.
And Austin Hunter, Hagen Sorensen, Tanner Tomasi, and Brent Evans. That rounds out your 24-car field finishing results. But man, oh man, put on a clinic to those two tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back after these short messages by our great sponsors. Oh no, are we? Mr. Producer, are we going? We will be right back after these great words from our sponsors here in Victory Lane at Knoxville. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, here at Knoxville for the Spring Fling Test and Tune. And coming home in third place tonight, it's the 41 for Slick Sim Sports, Logan Rumsey. And man, talk about a fight. You had to battle throughout this whole night for that third place finish.
I didn't think I'd be that good in that race. Been trying to work on a setup and make it good throughout the whole race. And I feel like I was one of the fastest cars there at the start, and Blake and Evan, they're just really good. They're a really good combo together. And I feel bad for Kendall. I don't know what happened there on the last restart, but then fell back a little bit and got back around everyone up to third.
And now talk about, everyone knows you as a midget driver, a sprint car guy. You come out here in the late model with this new tire model. Tell me, how much of a curveball did that throw into you for the past 2 days?
I was kind of hoping it would they would change something if it was bad or good, and I like it so far.
Now we see a lot of sponsors on that car, but you might want to scrape off the mud first. Who is on the car? Because we can't see them. Who's the great sponsors behind that car?
Yeah, you can't read anything on there. 127 Industries, Blake Majulis, Slick Sim Sport, Ducharme Speed, and Ryko Motorsports.
Is your third place finisher of Logan Rumsey. I think we're trying to catch up with our top two, but there it is again, the famous Rib Shack. That's where Sean Neistat is right now. And I think down the road, there it is at the world famous Dingus, Jerry Van Sickle. He is hanging out with a few of these drivers. I think BJ Duvall might have headed over there early after that B main. Or no, there he is. He is in the Knoxville Medical Clinic. But ladies and gentlemen, there we go. So, Dominic Foster, you have caught up with our second place finisher of Evan C.
I have Evan. What an instant classic again between you and Blake. Walk us through that. You are throwing sliders back and forth every single lap there.
Oh yeah, we just stayed patient in the beginning there. I was just trying something. I kind of knew probably wasn't going to be that good in the beginning, and just fell back to fourth there, and setup started to come to me there about lap 30, 40. And, just started rolling that middle pretty good and hitting a little bit of a cut down line in 1 and 2. And but, it was only, I think, a little bit better than Blake there for like 10 laps. And then he found something a little bit extra towards the end. But, it was definitely a fun battle to him. And, it was a pretty fun track to race on, definitely, for sure.
Yeah, Evan, it definitely was a fun race to watch as well, too. There's a lot of mud on that car right now, so we'd scrape it off. But tell us who helped you get into second place tonight.
Oh, yeah, just everybody over at Team VLR, CFME Sports, ShotForYou22.com, Captain Morgan, iRacing Flag, Jeremy Knoxville Designs, Tac 3 Defense, just everybody else that helps out. And thank y'all guys for doing the broadcast for us tonight. 127 Industries, got to thank them also. And just everybody that helps put this event on.
That was your second.
Alex, that was second place, but I've heard you caught up to Blake Majulis. Got a little bit of celebrating done down there, so are you okay down there?
Yeah, I feel like I've dealt with this shower a few times, talked to this man a few times already, the 127. Blake Majulis in victory lane once more. And now, 2 for 2 in Test and Tunes. How's it feel going in that spring fling?
I can't wait for the spring fling. Hopefully we keep the momentum up and, keep testing a couple things here and there and dial this thing in just a little bit more and, get ready for that 100-lapper. But, obviously really hoping that, I don't really think they can pick a bad track at this point. I think Eldora raced pretty good last night, and it'll be interesting to see what they end up picking, but I'm good with anything and just ready to get going for sure.
And another instant classic, this battle between you and Evan C. I mean, come on, man. Giving us heart attacks up here with that battle. And talk about it. The friendly rivalry between you two has to be going on. And now leading into the spring fling, you had 2 more instant classic battles.
Yeah, we've, it seems like about a year or two, it's me and him racing for the lead. So it's nothing too familiar or nothing too new. Definitely a good race. He got by me and ended up getting by him. It was a classic for sure. The track race really good and really digging this new build. So got a smile on my face. Haven't had that much fun in a long time. So hopefully we keep the momentum up, like I said.
Your car's a little bit cleaner compared to everyone else, but who would you like to thank who is backing that 127?
Of course, yeah. D1RT Racing, Chris Ferguson Motorsports, CFME Sports, and all them guys over there. They do a lot in my program. Represent Limited, ML Performance, Matt Logan for everything he does. Reliable Energy Solutions, Jeff Swilly, he's a man. CD Cinematography, BK Designs, Showtime Decals and Apparel, Design 75 for the sweet looking wrap, and you guys for all your hard work up here. I appreciate it.
And before you leave, I got to tell you, because he keeps saying in my ear, our producer, Brett Wheeler, once more picks you, and, well, you deliver like normal.
Man, he's picked me for a year straight. I never let him down. Hell yeah, Brett.
That is your winner, the 127 of Blake Majulis. Well, Dom, 2 test and tunes in, 2 instant classics. The 127 takes both of them. How excited are you? Now you're driving in the Spring Fling. How excited are you to run this no matter what track it is when you see this great racing?
Oh, Alex, I am ready for this one. I've been working on stuff as well too, but I definitely don't have the experience that these guys do with, running these test and tunes just yet. But I look forward to getting into one. And man, oh man, the Spring Fling is going to be a fun run today.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, the Schaefer's Oil 14th Annual Spring Fling will be coming up April 28th through the 29th. But before then, April 22nd, $15 to enter, 8 p.m. Eastern Time for anyone who is on the waiting list or not entered into the Spring Fling. That is your last chance to run. The winner of that feature event will tag the end of the LCQ for the Spring Fling. That is coming up again April 22nd, and then the Spring Fling April 28th and April 29th. Again, biggest event on iRacing. You know the dream. You know the Knoxville Nationals in real life. Well, the Spring Fling is the biggest thing on iRacing. Ladies and gentlemen, Ultimate Dirt TV would like to thank all their sponsors: Speed Shop 51, World of Thunder Esports League, SRT Australia, Heatwave Designs, and FEG PC. For Dominic Foster, Brett Wheeler in the producer's chair, I'm Alex Robinson. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a great night.